So I was thinking about shaving the beard off because it's not really like growing in the way I want it to. Let me know what you guys think. So today's vlog is gonna be a little bit different than normal. Normally we vlog and go out and do all this stuff, but today I wanted to dedicate it to a topic that a lot of you guys have been asking about and you've been asking me to speak on. And I'm not exactly the best person to speak on it, but I'm gonna share with you what I know. And that topic is eating healthy / getting fit. Now, before we get into any of this, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a personal trainer, or anything like that. I'm only gonna speak on and share what I have encountered personally that works for me. And because so many of you guys have asked for it, I figured why not share. So if there's anybody that's watching that is any of the things that we mentioned, or if you are into health and fitness and you'd like to share some insight as well, then by all means, please do so in the comment section down below, because you never know, I might learn a thing or two as well. Now, the way I want to do this is I'm going to separate this into like 2 different videos. This first one is going to be more about the idea, the preparation, the actual act of doing. And then the second part will be like us going to the store and getting food and whatnot and sitting down and actually coming up with meal plans and sharing different diets with you. So to start things off, the first thing that you need to know or realize or recognize in order to get fit, get healthy, and possibly go on a diet and go to the gym is you have to have the right mindset. You have to know what your goal is, whether it's you want a certain body image, you want to lose a certain amount of weight, and you have to recognize your motivation. You know, whether you're doing it for a family member, a loved one, some of you fellas out there might want to be trying to snag some ladies on the side or whatever. Whatever your motivation is, that's fine. Your motivation though will only get you so far. It will only get you so far because at the end of the day, you have to do this for yourself. Because no one else out there is going to tell you what to eat. No one out there is going to force you to eat healthy. No one out there is going to force you to go to the gym every single day. It has to be something that you want to do for yourself. So you can use other people as motivation and you can lean on them for support and they can help you through your journey. But at the end of the day, it has to be something that you want to do. And if you truly don't want to do it, if you're come up with reason after reason, excuse after excuse, then it's not going to work. You're gonna break your diet and you're gonna go back to doing what you've been doing. But like I said, if getting healthy, getting fit, it's a lifestyle change. If it's something that you truly want to do, you are the only one that can make that happen. So it has to be something that you want to do. Now, as I just mentioned, it is literally a lifestyle change. It's literally you're changing your life. You're changing the way that you think, the way that you see, the way that you approach things, the way that you approach workouts and meals, how you incorporate all this stuff into your day. A good example of something like this, I'm sure a lot of you guys watching either in school or maybe you've gotten out of school or I don't know, but when you graduate high school, 2 or 3 months afterwards, it still feels like summer. But then when you hit the fall, normally when you're supposed to go back to school, all of a sudden you don't go back to school. Unless you're going to college, but if that's the case, then just think about finally graduating college instead of high school. The point I'm trying to make is school is something that takes up so much time. It becomes your life, it becomes your lifestyle. You know, day in and day out, school is a part of your life. So when you no longer go to school and you take that out of your life, all of a sudden, you have a lifestyle change. So you need to think of it in the reverse order of you adding something to your life, something that is going to have a large impact, something that you have to put a lot of effort towards. And like I said, it's literally life changing. Probably the most important thing when it comes to getting healthy and getting fit and whatnot is it comes down to consistency. We'll talk about cheat meals and stuff like that in the next video. But if you are constantly cheating on your diet, then your diet's not gonna work. You have to stay consistent. You can't break your diet. If you are constantly skipping days going to the gym, it's not going to work. You have to stay on your workout grind. It takes a lot of self-discipline and a lot of self-control in order to do that because like I said before, only you can do these things. I sound like Smokey the Bear out here. Only you can do these things. You have to have the mindset. You have to have the motivation. You have to have the goal set in your mind, what you want to do. So at the end of the day, you don't feel like, oh, this diet's gonna kill me, or oh, you don't feel like, oh, I don't really want to go to the gym. You know, it becomes one of those things that you just work into your daily routine and it becomes something that you do. Another aspect of that is a lot of times, again, people will come up with excuses or reasoning as to why they can't do what they're supposed to do. They'll say, oh, I don't have the time to go to the gym. That's a lie. Most gym sessions take 30 minutes to an hour, depending upon everything that you do. You can't tell me that you don't have 30 minutes a day to go and work out. If this is something that you truly want to do, if this is a change that you want to make in your life, then you will spare the 30 minutes to go and work out. There are people that say, oh, I don't have the money to eat healthy. Eating healthy is so much more expensive. A lot of the time, yes, eating healthier options is more expensive because it's the less popular option 9 times out of 10. People would rather go have burgers and pizzas and huge sandwiches and stuff like that than to opt out for a salad or a smaller burger or something like that. Yeah, you're right. It is generally more expensive to do that. But once you get on your diet and you figure out what it is that you want to eat, you'll see that 9 times out of 10, there are cheaper options available. You don't have to spend $40 this week on 2 items and $40 the next week on this. You can budget and you can find healthier options. It may not be the healthiest option available, but you can eat healthier for the same, if not maybe a little more expensive than the trash food option. Unless you're talking about eating organic 9 times out of 10 will always be more expensive. But eating healthy does not always equate to eating organic. The last thing I can think about without risking me rambling at this point is the notion that every diet is different. When I sat down to make this video, I kind of procrastinated a little bit because there's so much to go over. Like, what is a good starting point? And dieting and exercising, eating healthy is kind of the exact same thing. You know, there's so much information, there's so much that's going on. Where do you start? Where do you begin? And I think that's why so many of you guys asked me to put together a video like this. But let's say in the second part of this video that we upload where we actually make a meal plan and a diet, that diet doesn't end up working for you. You're not happy with it. You're not happy with the results that you're getting from it. That's why all those overwhelming thousands and thousands of different diet plans and workout plans and whatnot that overwhelmed you at once, you know, that's why there's 1,000 of them. So that if that one doesn't work, you can go and look at the other 999 and find one that does work for you. So just because one person says a low-carb diet is the best doesn't mean that it's going to work for you. Just because the diet that I'll show you works for me doesn't mean it's going to work for you. I'll elaborate on this more in that video, but don't let the notion of, oh, I have to eat terrible food, or oh, I have to do this and I have to do that get to you, because every diet is different. Every body is different. With that though, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Like I said, I don't wanna start rambling. Not quite sure when the next part of this video is going to be up. It'll probably be the next time that I go shopping, where we'll talk about meal plans and diets and good carbs versus bad carbs and other things like that. But like I mentioned, if you are into health and fitness and you have any tips that you'd like to share about the actual starting process of eating healthy and getting fit, then by all means, leave it in the comment section below, please, because it may motivate others and it may motivate me as well. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I will catch you in our next eating healthy vlog. But I'm out this bitch. Bye!